Let's talk about Minecraft Steve and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. This is a topic that has been weighing heavy on my mind ever since DLC for Ultimate was first announced back in November. Though I can definitely say I wasn't disappointed whatsoever in what we got from the set of 5 fighters. We now know that there will be 5 more fighters on the way as of today, with the new addition of Min Min from ARMS starting Fighter Pass 2 off strong. I'm very happy with the DLC we have now, but the door for speculation never closes until Sakurai himself says that the final DLC character will be insert character name here. By then, development on the next Smash game will have started, but I think Sakurai might retire after Ultimate. That's a whole nother story, however, so back to the topic at hand. Steve from Minecraft. How would he fit into the roster of Smash Ultimate, and how would his inclusion impact the game not only competitively, but in sales as well? How would it affect Minecraft itself? How plausible even is his inclusion? For that, we're going to need to chat. Minecraft was released initially in May of 2009, about a year and a half after the release of Super Smash Bros. Brawl. That's it, that's all I have to say about that. Fast forward through a groundswell of Minecraft popularity, a bit of a falling off, and to today, where the current situation warrants a huge amount of mining and crafting. The Nether update released very recently, so popularity is as high as ever. As of May 18th, 2020, Minecraft has sold 200 million units across all of the platforms it appears on, and has become deeply interwoven within human culture as a whole. Everyone at least knows what Minecraft is at this point. Popular on YouTube, Reddit, most other forms of social media, among many cultures in all sorts of different countries. In other words, Minecraft is big. Smash Ultimate was released in December of 2018. Since then it has gained immense popularity and is well on its way to finally dethroning Melee as the best competitive Smash game. In the 1.5 years since its release, it has sold over 12 million copies on only one console. There's so much stuff people can do in this game, from straight up 1v1s, to party brawls with up to 8 people, to creating your own monstrosities in the forms of mise-en stages, to trying to live through the online modes, to the sprawling adventure mode. And that's only a few of the many things you can do in this $60 game for the Switch. They're adding more features with updates to the game as well. Home run contests, stage builder, and shared content didn't even exist for 6 months. This isn't even the big draw of the game though. People are drawn to Smash Ultimate specifically because of the massive amount of characters you can play as in this game, spanning over so many different series. Including Echo Fighters and the Pokemon Trainer, we're currently at well over 80 different fighters in one game. Just saying that is absolutely insane. DLC is already included, and more are on the way going up until about February of 2022. It's very likely then that we're gonna get someone crazy like Banjo USA, Terry Latin America, and Hero Japan combined hype crazy for Fighters Pass 11. Fighters Pass 11 itself was announced among the other 5 as special in itself. My prediction? Steve or Sony. Today, we're talking about Steve. Steve is probably at the top of my wanted list of Smash Ultimate characters, not gonna lie. It would be so cool to see such a beloved gaming icon in the game. It would bring so many people to the game because they can play as Steve against Super Mario and Zelda from Zelda. Who wouldn't want that? Plus, as for his moveset, just look at this inventory. Choose anything and you could make a case for being a tilt, special, or even a jab or a grab or something. Insanity. Stage, Minecraft Skyblock Island. Could be randomly generated each time to some degree. From here though, Steve working his way into Smash becomes a bit more complex. There are 3 major points I want to touch on here. The first is the ults he would have. Obviously his 2 default skins would be Steve and Alex. That's 2 skins right there I hear you say, but what about the other 6? I did have a bit of a far out idea of how they could handle Steve ults. The old console editions, before everything was lumped into Bedrock Edition, had a skin menu in which the player could purchase skins to use. Of these, there was a pack of skins called the Default Pack, which was free and offered a range of different skins that were mostly Steve and Alex dressing up in different outfits. I was thinking Nintendo could take the default for each Steve and Alex, and choose 3 other outfits and have the skins for both Steve and Alex be the other 6 alternate costumes. You get what I'm saying? No? Good. Secondly, the music of Minecraft is extraordinarily mellow and tame. Transferring this music to such an action-packed game such as Smash would be more than difficult. Sure, new arrangements could always be made, but I can think of only a few pieces that could just be ported right over, most notably the brand new Pig Step. Sure, it is new, but it's the only one I can think of as being particularly upbeat. Makes sense though, as the music of Minecraft is meant to be atmospheric above all else. Given the current situation as well, I don't think a studio band would be able to get together to recreate all of these Minecraft songs, and I don't think C418 would want to do this much either. Sure, he's still a fairly active artist, but this amount of songs in such a short time frame is absolutely redonkadonk for any one person. Plus, the amount of energy that would need to be put into these songs would be so much that the songs would sound so different from the original tracks, and they may become unrecognizable as remixes. The third, final, and single largest issue in bringing Steve to Smash is, in my opinion, why it will never happen realistically. And if Sakurai chooses to circumvent this issue, it will deviate further from the character than we have seen in an Ultimate DLC so far. The biggest problem with Steve is he doesn't have elbows or knees. Now, this may not seem all too pressing until you've seen this wonderful video by Mr. Mockrock I have on screen at the moment that describes Olimar as one of the worst designed characters in the game because his attacks are strong, but they are not reflected as such in his animations. Link to that video is in the description, or if I figure out how to use iCards, it will be there. Basically, a powerful attack probably has a decent wind-up to go along with it, as can be seen by the nefarious Dorya, Falcon Punch, Hero's Forward Smash. Really, any strong attack in the game looks like the user of said attack has to build up power, so to speak, before releasing it all in a controlled burst. Looking at Steve in Minecraft, however, and we see that not much can be done to show something of power. The most damage the player themselves can do, which is with Strength 2 and a Sharpness 5 Netherite Axe with a critical hit on a player with no armor, which is a lot, has the exact same animation as swinging your bare fist or a stick or a pickaxe or a piece of meat. It's all exactly the same. Even placing a block and interacting with an item have almost identical hand animations. There are workarounds as always, but the real problem comes in the form of Steve's crouch. This is a topic not all too unfamiliar with Smash, however, as there are some pretty bad crouches you can find within the game. Take for instance Lucas and Meta Knight, who off the top of my head have the two worst, not in respect to height at the end of the crouch, but in height difference between the beginning and the end. In his original game, Steve's crouch can't even really be called that. I mean, look at this. Barely any height change at all. Well, how does it compare with some terrible crouches already in Smash? We can see that in this image here, Steve shrinks from a height of 501 pixels in height to 374. I tried to align the feet as best I could, resulting in a 25.35% reduction in height. In other words, Steve crouches to 3/4 of his full height whenever you press left shift on your keyboard, or whatever crouch is these days on Bedrock Edition. Considering some of the other crouches we see regularly in Smash though, that seems pretty lame. Lucas and Meta Knight, on the other hand, are a starkly different story. Lucas shrinks from a height of 260 pixels in this image to 210, which is a 19.23% reduction in height. Crazy, right? Even the blonde PK boy beats Steve out on worst crouch potentially in Smash. Meta Knight takes it a step further though, crouching from 174 pixels high in the same image to 148, a staggeringly low 14.94% reduction in height. Meta Knight definitely takes the gold on this one, and by a long shot. Considering how tall Steve would have to be in the game itself, however, he would probably have one of, if not the tallest crouching heights in the game. Sure, the percentage would definitely be less than what we have seen, but it still would be nice to have joint to crouch even further, would it not? I haven't even talked about how he would grab, pummel, throw, grab and move from ledge, double jump. Basically all the tech in Smash pretty much requires joints, even ones that don't move very often, to execute fluidly in this game. So my opinions on Steve. Do I want him in Smash? Yes, absolutely yes. It would help both games financially, as well as be a feels right integration into the world of Smash with such figureheads and cultural icons as Mario, Donkey Kong, and Pikachu. I mean, how many creeper faces have you seen on hats and the like in your life? A lot, right? Do I think it will realistically happen? No, not really, but a guy can hope, right? Anyways, thank you all so much for watching this video as always. I hope you all are doing well with the current situation. Twice over at this point for the Smash community, and I hope you all stay as such. Until next time, this is Brendan.